How you guys doing? This is from 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. You know, and this regarding Obama, this is another thing that's happening right now in this generation. Right now, it's happening, is that people are being brought under a strong delusion. I mean, I have family members. I'm not going to say who they are, out of respect. But I have a few family members that got pretty angry with me just from me telling them the truth about our illegal president. And I don't bring that stuff up. One time I put a post up there that had something true to do about Obama, and a close relative of mine said, "You better be careful what you say about our president." And I'm just like, my attitude is like, the guy he's a felon, he's an illegal president. His fraudulent social security numbers, he's had several names, and he has a false birth certificate that Hawaii has concluded as fraudulent and fake. And and it's not important to them that we have an illegal president. It's not important to them that he's a false president, that all his laws are illegal. Not only is everything that he's done should be null and void, he's also making laws against the Constitution. And I don't want to mention this too, in case you haven't noticed, in the original Hebrew, in the scriptures, when Jesus says, "I beheld Satan falling from heaven like a bolt of lightning," I'm paraphrasing basically, but that's what it says. And in the original Hebrew, it says, "I beheld Barack Obama." That's what it says. And his hometown zip code has the number 666 in it. The lottery, the winning lottery numbers when he became president the first time was 666 and 779. 666 being the number of the name of the beast, right, representing his name. And 777 equaling, a lot of people believe that's God's number for perfection, and 9 meaning judgment. There's other interpretations, but that's basically the consensus. But my point is, I was just on my way home from bringing a close relative of mine home from work, and I mentioned something about the Obamacare. And I said, this Obamacare is forcing people to purchase a product by a private business. Hospitals are private businesses, so are prisons. And some people don't want to purchase this product because they don't want to be supporting murder. They don't want to pay for murder, because most Christians believe that a child becomes a person at the time of conception. And when you destroy that child, you're committing an act of murder. Because as far as the world is concerned, they're innocent as far as the world is concerned. Now, they would have sin nature like the rest of us, so spiritually, we're all guilty before God. But as far as the world is concerned, and they're more innocent than we are in God's eyes, I'm sure, for the most part. And he got angry with me and started saying, Christians love murder and all kinds of irrational things. These people and he claims to be an atheist. Let me tell you something about atheists that I've noticed. Not only are they ignorant, they're ignorant because they're misinformed. They only look for things to support. They do not do balanced research, okay? At least the atheists I know, they won't even look at the evidence that supports the truth. They just want to look for things to deny the truth instead of looking for the truth. They don't do balanced research, okay? And atheism is it's foolishness anyways. I mean, they want to talk about the Big Bang and all that. That's been proven wrong so many times, it's not even funny, and in so many different ways. It's something about the Big Bang. I'm just going to go off in a rant here and talk about a few different things, too. If the Big Bang actually happened, why? Because they said it was a spinning little dot, smaller than the dot of a pin, like on the head of a pin, and it blew up after it was spinning, and then all the planets landed round and with all these laws, natural laws that were set in place supernaturally. But let me tell you something. If that little ball was spinning that blew up, that they call the Big Bang, right? Why are there planets spinning in opposite directions of each other? Everything should be spinning in the same direction. If it, what's that law? The law of angular, the conservation of angular momentum, or something like that. When you spin something around, and like if you put a bunch of children on a merry-go-round and you spin it and spin it, spin it, spin it, eventually when they fall off, they're going to fall off, and they're going to be spinning when they fall off. Basically, I mean, they're going to be going in the direction that the merry-go-round was spinning in. But that's just one example that I'm sure most of you are familiar with, and that's Kent Hovind popularly uses. And I got to tell you, man, Kent Hovind, wow, what a Christian. They pretty much wanted to shut him up, and they found a way to do it. So he's been in prison, and I have written him, and if you write him in prison, if you can get a hold of him, he will write you back. I thought that was cool. But my point is, it's supernatural with the way these people adore this false president. The guy is a walking lie. He's an abomination. The guy legalized bestiality in the military. That is freaking disgusting. That's disgusting. That's an abomination. And he restricts the handing out of Bibles in the military now. Chaplains are no longer allowed to pray in the name of Jesus anymore. And there was a couple of other things that I wanted to mention. His administration won't say that the freedom of religious speech will remain free. They're talking that now that if you protest against the president, you can be jailed for up to 10 years in prison. And right in the Constitution, it says the Congress shall make no law, regarding forbidding the freedom of assembly. Those aren't the exact words, but that's the meaning. So they're making, not only is everything he's done illegal because he's a false president, he's also doing, on top of everything being illegal that he does, he's actually making illegal laws. The laws are illegal. That's not a legal law to make a law against the Constitution. This was, and here's another thing. This was a constitutional republic, and over the generations, they've got away with calling it a democracy because they want to go from a constitutional republic to a democracy to communism to like a socialist communist state to dictatorship. And that's just the way I see things. And if I'm wrong on anything, please point it out. Let me know. So that I don't continue going anywhere that's not in the kosher direction or believing anything that's not accurate. But I'm just kind of going on a rant, and I'm a little bothered, because it's just becoming more apparent to me that the people that I do love in this world are going to perish. And not only are they just not going to be comfortable, they're going to be burning. I don't like getting in the shower when it's too hot. Never mind burning in a lake of fire, man. When he says woe and gnashing of the teeth, man, he means it. God's words carry a whole lot of weight. When he says his yoke is easy and his burden is light, he means his yoke is easy. It's really easy. Easy in God's language, it actually means easy. And something hard in God's language means it's hard. I think he's yes and no. I think that's what I think. He's yes and no, black and white. Something either is or it is not, and that is true concerning absolute truth. Something is true or something is not true. There is no in between about anything. If someone thinks there's an in between, it's because they're confused and they don't have all the facts. Because things are either yes or no. But I'm just going off on a little bit of rant, and it's regarding the strong delusion. The strong delusion is taking place. I don't know if you guys probably have friends and relatives that are adoring Obama, and this is just working its way up to the point where people are going to worship the loser. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're coming for the guns. And once they come for the guns, we can pretty much count on those FEMA camps being opened up. And I saw a commercial that another brother posted. They were saying it was like a cartoon. It was regarding the news about Hobby Lobby and all that, and in the cartoon it said Christians should be imprisoned. Really? What are they going to do? Pray for you? What are they going to do? Feed you? Give you money? Help you out? I'll tell you one thing. Before I was converted, and I can't take credit for this because I'm pretty sure it was the Lord working through me, giving someone favor with me so that I'd hire him. But I was a general manager, and a guy came in for an interview, and he told me he couldn't work on Sundays because he goes to church. That is exactly why I hired him. I never told him that, but that's why I hired him. I wanted and I tell you what, he worked there. I never had to worry about him gossiping. I didn't have to worry about him stealing. He showed up to work on time, and he didn't cause any problems. I wanted a store full of people like that. And that was probably the Lord giving him favor with me, through me, and I had no idea at the time. But that was my attitude. And that's still my attitude. So, you know, and a lot of people, they're deluded, they're confused, they don't know what they believe, but they think they're rational and logical. Like, he'll say, well, you guys are the ones that started the war. You Christians started all the wars. I'm like, you tell me, name one Christian that started a war. I'm like, and let's not talk about the Old Testament. You know, you tell me a Christian that's a warmonger. And don't tell me the politicians in Washington, because they all worship false idols out in Bohemian Grove. Do the research, type in Bohemian Grove, and do your research, and you'll see that they worship Satan and demons out in the woods every year. They all get together, and there's thousands of them. So that is a scripture that says, you know, those who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Okay? And that's where people get confused about Zionism and everything. Zionism is actually a good thing. God's a Zionist. He talks about Zion. It says, all those who hate Zion, let them be turned back and confounded. So it's not a good idea to hate God's holy mountain. Okay? But I'm probably getting talking all over the place, so I'll close it with this. May you be blessed, and I know that not all of us are going to be gathering with elect, but I would hope that most of us are. So just reminder for us and me that we should be praying to be kind of worthy to escape this nation that shall come to pass, because, you know, things are coming to fruition here pretty quickly, and this nation is falling apart. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.